top sides of Super Rugby this season are really showing their worth as they clean out each of their conferences with ease, with big points, big scores and big totals. This season the Highlanders are proving that they could be the top team from the New Zealand Conference. Saying up against them though, the Crusaders will be keen to make sure that is not the case. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Highlanders career mode, where we are cracking on through the competition now. The Crusaders are at home up against their South Island rivals of New Zealand. You could say the Highlanders, the only two franchises to come from the South Island of New Zealand. Now the Crusaders, you may say that they're the form side coming out of New Zealand, apart from the Highlanders of course, because recently they've been very good. They have a 5-win, 5-loss record. They are 5th, which is last in the New Zealand Conference, but their last two matches were good wins over the Western Force, 42-15, and over the Melbourne Rebels as well, 30-18. So not huge wins, but wins nonetheless, and they're showing confidence, grows form, and form could go well for them against the Highlanders tonight when they have super players. You look through this team, they've got Franks and Crockett, All Black props at the front row. Romano, right lock, another All Black combination in the second row. McCaw and Reed, back row superstars. Blindell at scrum half, well, again it's debatable, but we've seen it works for some teams. The Sharks try it out as well. Daniel Carter's there. Henry Spate taken from the Highlanders a couple of years ago, but it is probably the rest of their backline that they struggle with no out-and-out superstars to really score them big tries. They could struggle here against the star-studded backline of the Highlanders. Normal service almost resumes here for the Highlanders, with most of the big names coming back into the team. Motu'u will get a start here at hooker. It'll be Moen back into the back row along with Beef as well in the second row to partner Retallick. Hoggard was decent last week. He keeps a spot for another week here to see how he'll go against the Crusaders before they head away to South Africa, where he will be very accustomed with over there. Sopoaga, he's been outstanding in the last few weeks, and Robbie Robinson is drifting around the team. He's on the bench, he's at fullback. He's just not really found his feet this year. Sopoaga's making that number 10 jumper his own a bit, and he's after huge competition to get it off him. Williams and Ranger will partner up in the midfield, and Stowers and Osborne return to the wings, with captain Ben Smith going back to his favoured fullback. The Highlanders have been undefeated this season, and the last few weeks they've beaten the Rebels and the Stormers quite comprehensively. But if they're going to back up here, they need to beat everyone. And the Crusaders at AMI Stadium, no easy feat, wind and rain, as the ref checks and calls, ready for the two sides. And we're underway, the Crusaders versus the Highlanders, and John Afoa plucks it out of the sky and he gives it back, and it's an intercept early going to the Crusaders, as is Carter giving it to McNichol. Oh no! Alexander with a huge high tackle, and that's the first breakdown of the game. It's going to be a penalty. Retallick and Alexander having a bit of a tussle there as well. So both teams showing that they're keen to throw it around, even in the pouring rain, the heavy wind. Well, it's no deterrent for them at all. They're keen to keep it attacking, as Carter kicks the Crusaders up towards the 10-metre line, over the 10-metre line in fact. And it will be Ben Fennell to throw in. Oh, he's given it straight to Retallick. Hoggard quickly disperses out to Sopoaga. Finds Williams, can't get away. Good defence. Ranger has to come and pick it up. Retallick bulldozes his way through the middle of the park. The Highlanders pack down. First real breakdown of the match. Hoggard goes to Sopoaga. And the Highlanders, oh, big tackle on Sopoaga, and another intercept. This time Romano comes away with it before feeding away to Perawiti. He goes to the ground for the Crusaders inside the 10-metre line. Blindell tries to go short himself. Doesn't gain much yards there. Now it's with Franks, and they swing it wide. It's McNichol once again, but this time Ranger drags him over the touchline. Rennie Ranger, a big player defensively, a massive player in attack. Well, we know he is capable of so much here. Motu'u will throw in. And to the front, Ep.16 gives it to his South African counterpart, Hogard. Sopawanga changes direction. Retallick, oh goodness me, he's given it to Franks, and now Whitelock will score. The Crusaders open up. Oh, that is very poor from the Highlanders. That is as bad as we've seen from them. The rain is not having the best effect at all on them. Nasi Manu's pass to Sopawanga was dreadful. And it all went pear-shaped from there as they had to change directions. We'll see here. Manu looked for Sopawanga. He had players outside waiting. They decided to switch play, but it all come completely unstuck with another horrible pass. The rain is not favouring the Highlanders at all tonight. Sopawanga was probably looking to line up a kick there, but that horrible ball just didn't fit with him at all. He could not do anything with it. As Daniel Carter slots another conversion, an easy one for the superstar number 10. And Sopawanga, who's, well, he's been shafted a bit by his teammates here. He'll kick the match back off. He goes left side. He goes very high into the rain. And coming down with it is Ranger. Oh, and a high shot. This time coming from Peruwiti. He shakes his hands. He has a bit of a fit there saying, not my fault, ref. But the Highlanders will say, we'll take 3. We'll get the point of difference. The breeze against Sopawanga. But if he strikes it nicely, it should be no problem. It's not that strong. And he deals with it easily. 3 points for the Highlanders. It's 7 points to 3. The Crusaders with the lead. 4 points at the moment. It's a tight one here. Who's going to deal with these conditions the best? Carter steps back and puts a flat kickoff away. Oh, Williams has just about knocked that on. Hogard comes back with it. Armitage goes back to Williams. Oh, Williams is held up just as he looked to freestylers on his outside. Armitage will run. Fires a big pass wide. Ep.16. Nasi Manu. Nice ball here for Osborne. Now, where's Osborne? Oh, he's gone straight into touch. Goodness me. He's kind of lost his footing there as he's gone to put a kick in. Well, the Highlanders not adjusting at all to this weather. As Fennell will have another line out. And it's just pulled in from Whitelock. Boy, there's some big names when it comes to line out taking in this match. Whitelock, Romano, Ep.16, Retallick, it's all the best of them. As they go through, McNichol lines up 3 with a drop goal. And he repays the 3-point favour. Completely out of the top drawer as well. It's 10-3. He had some space in front of him. And just an accumulation of points just to put the Highlanders backpedaling a bit. Sopawanga will resume the match. It's been an entertaining one so far. As it goes deep down. Oh, it's a well taken too.
Release.
And Kaunanga takes it in. Peruwiti goes short to Franks. Goes around the corner for Fennell. Now it's Spate. Oh no! Oh, Hogarth's hit Spate high as well. And now Francois Hogarth's in trouble. Well, this game has had it all. We've only been in it for 20-30 minutes. As Hogarth gets his marching orders. He is off to the bin for 10. And yet it has been 28 minutes. Carter will kick it long. Over halfway, over the 10-metre lines as well. That's not a bad thumper. Oh, it's just short of the 10-metre line. It will be Fennell to throw in for the Crusaders. Nicely taken, Whitelock. He's a go-to money man. As Carter hits it straight up, throwing the ball around, giving it some dummies and shilly-shallies. Blundell goes back. Oh, Peruwiti gets hammered. Now we're on. It's the Crusaders. Backtrack. It's wide. Still is up against McNichol. The Crusaders do it professionally as you like. Oh, that's offside.
Release.
Alexander again. Another mistake. Now it's Ortiz. Another shocking pass. Blundell cleans up. And McCaw gets away just, but a poor pass.
Release.
Our forward takes his man to ground. And it's still struggling here. And we're going to go back for the offside. Well, the Crusaders made no advantage of that at all. In fact, they backtracked a good 10-15 metres. And this is, it's a penalty. It's a full-arm penalty here. So Carter is fully within his rights to line this up. This will put them out to 13-3. The full half-time. Buzzer goes. Carter's short. Retallick pulls it in and they're going to run it out. Matu'u lines up. Oh, he lined up on the outside. He had numbers to burn. Williams will run it himself. He straightens it through. Sonny Bill. Here we go. He's away from them all. Here comes McNichol. No one will stop him. Sonny Bill Williams. That is pure class. Taking it off the base of the ruck, he just screamed away. Through a gap, he put the little show and tell. He went inside, outside, went away through one, past another, and no one got a finger on him. Extreme speed from Sonny Bill Williams. And that might be a difference maker in the end of this match. He was going sideways. No one was really looking at him too much. He was within the defensive line, just looking for a play. He's such a knowledgeable character. He knows where to look. And the gap opened and he just broke his way through it. Half time is gone. That kick from Carter was when the bell went. Supawanga will take us to the break, all tied up. Exactly how we began. It's 10-all. The Highlanders and the Crusaders proving out to be a big thriller here. It's all happened in this match so far. We've had breaks, we've had turnovers, we've had big tackles, we've had penalties, drop goals, yellow cards, you name it, it's happened in this match already. Spectacular tries, spectacular saves. It's been all in this match in the first half. It is 10-all at the break, and the Highlanders have been leading possession, which kind of surprises me, but the Crusaders having the better territory does not. Line breaks, just 3-2, the Crusaders taking that out, but it is the Highlanders who have not dealt with the wet weather quite as well, making 5 handing errors to the Crusaders 3. The penalties is proving a bit of a problem. Highlanders have conceded a couple. Crusaders, of course, conceded one as well, which resulted in Supawanga nailing a penalty. What a first half it has been. It's 10-all. Highlanders, Crusaders tied up here in this Korean match. First versus fifth in the franchise leaderboard for New Zealand. But you would not think it. It is a close-fought race between these sides, and it proves that on the day, anyone can match anyone given the conditions. Who will run out this match in the end? Who will take the points? Can the Highlanders save their season from another defeat? They haven't tasted defeat just yet. The Crusaders will be keen to make today the first. Daniel Carter has been in and out of this match. Not as prominent as he'd probably like, but 40 minutes still to go. He kicks off. And up they all go. Stowers pulls it in. Mullen gets the overhead ball from Stowers. And the Highlanders have lost it instantly. Hoggard back on the field as they go wide. Crockett finds Spate, who slips inside. And now they're breaking away. It's Kanaga. And he goes to ground. Still there for Blundell. Blundell just about gets away. It's Spade on Osborne. And a huge tackle from Patrick Osborne. The ball squirts out the back for the Crusaders. And they swing a big pass. Blundell. Blundell's away. Can he offload? No, he can't. He's taken 3 defenders. They put him down just inside the 22. Now it's Ortiz goes to the left side. There's a big gap and there's a big piece of space. Going in. He's got it down. And Kananga gets another try. Wow, it didn't look like much was on at all. He just Did it all a bit in slow motion. Ortiz made the pass in field, and then it was just between Ranger and Hogarth. It just didn't look like anyone was really too keen on tackling him. The Highlanders have paid the price here. McCall with the short, flat ball, and Hogarth did all he could, but he couldn't stop him. Great try for the outside centre. We talked about it before the match. Would they match up to this Highlanders team? Here's Carter to add another couple. You'd expect him to, and he does. Well, another couple of points on the board. And it's 17-10, the Crusaders over the Highlanders. Sopoaga will resume the match now. Near on 50 gone. This could be a telling point of the match as they go deep once again, the Highlanders. And it's reeled in as Carter goes for a bit of a run. He's held up from Moen. The ball scratched out the bat for the try scorer. Kaunanga goes wide. Crockett to McNichol, who's been taken and dealt with very comfortably in this match. Oh, Hogarth! Oh, he just looked up and he saw plenty of space, but he's lost the ball. And coming away is Carter, breaking one tackle. Doesn't get through the second, though. Once again, it's Franks. Goes to Ortiz. They look wide. Pirouette, he's going to kick, and it's going to bounce just into touch. Well, a nothing play there. But it just puts the Crusaders on the front foot. As we have some changes here. We have coming onto the field, Matu, who makes his way off, and Coltman coming on. You see there's Sopoaga going off, Robbie Robinson on, Aaron Smith also on for Hogarth, and Fikatoa coming on for Rennie Ranger. Plenty of changes here for the Highlanders. Coltman hasn't seen much action already this season. Aaron Smith goes to Robinson, beautifully delivers to Williams, who goes Fikatoa. Fikatoa's breaking. He goes to Osborne. Oh, what a start this could be. The Highlanders will hit back instantly, straight after the changes. What's an inspired choice of changes for the Highlanders? There was 2 men involved there that have just entered the fray. Well, 3 men really when you say Aaron Smith. Outside to Robinson. Then he found Williams that gave it to Fikatoa, who went straight through a massive hole. And then it was the finish by that man, Patrick Osborne. Sublime stuff. Huge show of pace to get away. Well, he had the space and the pace. Even going back to the line out, Coltman hitting the mark beautifully. Well, inspired stuff from the coach's box here. Let's put the Highlanders right back in this match. And Robinson will line up his first kick of the night. Can he carry on from Sopoaga's good work? He does. The strength of Sopoaga is almost the weakness of Robbie Robinson. Sopoaga's kicking has been sublime. Robinson's not so, but the running game is where Robinson excels, as it's kicked off from Carter. Oh, that is really floating high, as it's beautifully offloaded. Armitage comes away with it. He's a bit isolated here. No one's involved at all for him. Finally, his support comes, and it will finally come back here. Yes, it does. To the left side, they go. Robinson looking to get away, but he's just held up. Great tackle, Pirouette. Coltman will look to the right-hand side for Stowers. Stowers looking to go around. He comes back in. Fikatoa, Moen, big ball wide for Robinson. It's all on for Armitage. He's opening them up. Up forward knocks on. Oh, that's a disappointing way to end it. As into touch goes Kaunanga. But our forward had 3 men outside him. If he could have found one of them, he could have been in for money.
Crouch. Touch.
We'll pack down a scrum. Blind out to feed. This could be a turning point in the match again for the Crusaders. Oh, the Highlanders though. Look at this new look forward pack. Coltman has added something definitely to this. Nasi Manu will run it out. Aaron Smith fires a quick ball wide for Williams, who pops it for Fikatoa. Once again, he breaks the line. Williams on hand. Stowers can't get away. Good tackle on Stowers. And he's gone into touch. Great tackle from Johnny McNichol. Stowers looks disgusted. But neither side has really had a chance to add points here since that try. Ben Fennell. Oh, he's given it away. Aaron Smith fires wide for Williams. We've seen him running, and he's ran very well. Fikatawa. Up it goes for Osborne. He's got Robinson. Robinson's looking to go through. Oh, he barges his way through. Finds Coltman, who's lost the ball. Great take from Reed.
Release.
Wow, that's ball back for the Crusaders now. Oh, massive shot from Armitage. Taking Fennell down in a heap. Now they go short. Kaunanga pops it in field. And still going is Ortiz. Great ball from Romano. Again, Franks. Oh, massive shot coming in from Aaron Smith. He might turn over. Oh, the Highlanders do a fantastic job. Fikatawa. Again, he splits the line. Alexander running deep. Finds Williams. And Williams is held up. Well worked here from the Crusaders. Time is running out as they charge upfield. Stowers will play scrum half. He runs sideways. Finds Beef. He's through. Up forward catches this one. Alexander pops up for Robinson. Could it be? Could it be Osborne? Osborne will do it. That is fantastic match winning. Patrick Osborne scores after the buzzer. There's no controversy about that. He puts it down. He hammers it down in the end goal. But look at the architects here. This man, Robbie Robinson, dare you doubt him? He comes back 10 times stronger. And he's fed up 2 tries for that man, Patrick Osborne. Look at the forwards in here. Alexander, Arfoa, Robinson on the touchline. Drew in Blindell. He drew in Aspazu. And he gave away a beautiful offload to Patrick Osborne, who will score the match-winning try. The kick will not matter. Regardless, the Crusaders will take a bonus point. But Robinson will want to prove a point here. He's been put on the bench. He's not happy about it. He's worked on the goal kicking. And that's evidence. 24-17. The Highlanders have trailed almost all day long. Yet they come away with the win. Well, that is using your squad depth to its absolute best. Inspired changes have proved the difference for the Highlanders. They've come on and made an immediate impact. In dying minutes here, they have scored the ultimately match-winning try. Let's check out the scorers here. For the Crusaders, 17 points, tries for Kaunanga and Whitelock. Superb tries they were too. But in the end, it's fallen short. Carter was good with the boot. He made a few runs as well, a few incisions. And he got 2 conversions. McNichol, the drop goal, which was kind of out of left field, but it gave them that point of difference after Sopawanga got the penalty. Put them back on level pickings. Gave them that lead. And turned things around. The 3 points can be a huge difference in the overall scheme of the matches. As for the Highlanders, Osborne picked up 2 hugely important tries, and Sonny Bill Williams scored that absolute screamer just before half-time. Sopawanga nailed 1 conversion, and Robbie Robinson nailed 2. Sopawanga got a penalty goal to add to his tally as well. The full-time stats, well, she was fairly even. 49-51, the Highlanders taking 2% of possession there. Territory, though, was firmly with the Crusaders, 58-42. The Highlanders made far too many handling errors, 12 mistakes to just 3. That is a mistake, and that is a problem for them. 12 handling errors in the rain, that could be a massive factor, should be a semi-final, final B in these sort of conditions. Line breaks are all fairly even as well, 5-4. Neither team really kicked a huge amount, but in the end it was the tries, it was the footwork, it was the hands, and the impact off the bench that won the Highlanders the match tonight. And they will be, well, buoyed by that as they go back and prepare for next week, taking out the Crusaders in a close 4-1. So let's see how the standings look now after today's match. So following the Highlanders 24-17 win over the Crusaders, the other matches from round 14, the Reds thrashing the Force, the Blues thrashing the Bulls as well. Two big wins there, 49 points to 10, the Blues over the Bulls, that's a big one. Brumby sneaked past the Cheetahs 22-18, the Crusaders into round 15, bounced back to thump the Chiefs, which puts them back in their winning ways. The Reds taking out the Melbourne Rebels as well, 39-13, which sets us up nicely for the Highlanders and the Western Force for round 15. Let's check out the standings here. The Highlanders are at the top, 11 matches, 11 wins, 50 points. The Blues are slowly creeping back though, getting an extra bonus point to be on 47. It's really tight down the bottom though, with 3rd, 4th and 5th being just separated by 4 points. The Crusaders have moved up from 5th, 2 matches on, they've moved up to 3rd on 29. The Hurricanes 26, Chiefs 25. In South Africa, the Sharks are out in front, a 16-point lead over the Cheetahs. Stormers back on 19, Bulls 12, and the Lions down on 6. In Australia, it is the Waratahs team to beat. They are thrashing everyone, 60 points they're on, 13 from 13. The Reds trying to keep up valiantly, but 43 points. They're still 17 in arrears. 28 points for the Brumbies, 17 for the Force, who meet the Highlanders next, and 11 points for the Melbourne Rebels. And we have round 15, the Highlanders still at home. They have to make the most of these. They cannot afford to lose these ones against the Force and the likes while they're still at home. They've got just a couple remaining. Before they head away, let's check it out. Yes, it is the Force at home, the Blues at Eden Park, and then they are off to Ellis Park and Free State Stadium to face the Lions and the Cheetahs. That could be whether they finish first or second in the New Zealand Conference. But that is me for today, done and dusted. Thank you all for watching very much, and hope you're enjoying the series. I'll see you all again next time for the Highlanders versus the Western Force. Until then, thanks for watching and take care.